Italy is not a country today, also for political reason, that can have a revolution. Italy is a country that can apply step by step all the measures will bring us out of the crisis.
Today we heard Enrico Letta talking about the reform programme that he wants to introduce, and he believes that the government will maintain its position all the way through 2014, which does give an opportunity for him to pursue some of the reforms that he's been talking about in terms of constitutional, electoral law and economic reform.
Next year, 2014, will be decisive to arrive to these institutional and political reforms. That will be decisive to have, in my view, a political system stable and with institutions effective and well working.
Well, the big question in everyone's mind is whether that stability will produce change or whether it will lead to further paralysis.
It has to decide whether it does real reforms and therefore there is a real change, or whether it's again a change with no change.
And the speakers this morning seemed relatively optimistic that Italy is turning a corner on that front, that the economy is picking up, but once again, political stability is absolutely essential for that to continue.
We helped Europe. We didn't ask any help from Europe.
Italy has a very strong manufacturing economy. Italy has a very strong export economy. And now we also have a strong surplus in terms of our trade balance.
Not only manufacture, but also culture and entertainment.
Italy will be have the presidency of the European Union in the second half of 2014. And it's really important how your Prime Minister and also Mr. Caio have been champions of this digital agenda.
We need to have a single European market. This is why we decided to give to Francesco Caio the goal and the role to put all together this governance issue.
Digital agenda is a matter of the Prime Minister. A lot of thought have been gone into digital agenda in the previous years. Now it's time to shift gear to execution. An equally important point is that whatever we do it in the context of a digital Europe.
This is a sector, as you may know, that lives out of investment.
Investors need a stability of their investments, certainty of the money they put in the country and in the enterprises of this country.
Everything has to be continuously changed to foster the interest of the market, which otherwise could be potentially old and therefore already full.
We presented a new business plan, a plan that in the next 3 years will allow Italy to reach more than 50% of the penetration of ultra broadband in terms of population. New infrastructures require necessarily a new regulating approach.
We have to invest in stronger and more predictable regulation, but avoiding a role of the state in industrial policy. So you have to reduce the space that the state occupies in the economy, starting from, of course, privatizations, and then it will be easier to cut spending.
We should focus on the final decision by the government to concentrate the decision-making process and make sure that this decision will be stable for a long time.
So we have to create the kind of legal structures that will allow a digital single market to evolve in Europe.
And we, the Italians, we are very good. But when we have a deadline, we are even better.